Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I want to discuss the amazing outfits of the 1966 film Amrapali. Amrapali is a film that was adapted from a book, being the semi-historical Hindi novel by Acharya Chatturasen. The film is set in the 4th century and it's currently available on Netflix to watch. I highly recommend you watch it if you have access to it. It is a classic Bollywood film, and although it was not commercially successful when it was released, it has become a timeless and iconic film for many reasons. And one of the most significant reasons are the amazing costumes of the film, especially those worn by the legendary Indian actress Vyjanthimala. According to the book 100 Iconic Bollywood Costumes, the Amrapali sari, as it is now known, is a dhoti drape worn with a bustier. In the film, it is adorned with a generous dose of gold ornamental jewelry. Bhanu Athaiya, the credited costume designer behind this look, traveled to the Ajanta Caves to study the frescoes of that time in order to incorporate them into her designs. The Muhurat of the film was held at these caves too. The most remembered Amrapali outfit is in a distinct shade of orange, a color that in the Buddhist era came from a dye made from parijat flowers and was the chosen hue of monks' robes. The Amrapali sari, or the Amrapali outfit, has very distinctive elements that have become a template for period costumes in Bollywood. The Amrapali sari, or the Amrapali outfit, has become so iconic that it continues to be referenced and depicted in Indian films, continuing even today in recent films like Om Shanti Om and Ashoka. Also, it should be noted that the film Amrapali inspires filmmakers today. In a 2023 online article for firstpost.com was set out that Sanjay Leela Bansali is an ardent admirer of Lekh Tandon's work. Lekh Tandon is the director of Amrapali. He said, "Amrapali inspired my historicals Bajirao Mastani and Padmavat. The way he recreated the war scenes and especially the way he presented the amazing Vyjanthimala in those incredible songs. They were definitely my reference points for Deepika Padukone in Bajirao Mastani and Padmavat." The Amrapali outfit is one of the most important and influential costumes created in Bollywood film history. The outfit acts as a uniquely Indian template combining components of history, fantasy, and dance. I truly believe that the Amrapali outfit deserves way more attention and consideration, so let's get into more on this fascinating film and the costume design in this video. Before I continue any further, I kind of just want to talk about the film itself. Amrapali was directed by Lekh Tandon, and the leading actors were Sunil Dutt, who played the king of Magadh, named Ajashatru, and Vyjanthimala as Amrapali. Essentially, the film is based on both the history and the legend of Amrapali, a figure depicted predominantly in Buddhist literature who became a disciple of Gautam Buddha. Her beauty and grace inspired writers, poets, and artists of the time, as set out in an academic article by M. Sengupta. Amrapali, or Ambapali, is one of the most celebrated courtesans of ancient India. Of unknown parentage, she was born around 600-500 BC in Visalia, also called Vaishali, capital city of Lichavas. According to some accounts, Amrapali is not only touted to be the most beautiful woman to have ever lived and a danseuse par excellence, but her magnanimity and interventions toward uplifting the socially downtrodden are undisputed. The evidence, which is sourced only from Buddhist records, states that Amrapali turned towards Buddhist ideals and wished to serve the Buddha after he had received enlightenment. The 1966 Bollywood film, however, predominantly depicts the romance between Amrapali, the beautiful royal court dancer, and the king of Magadh. When the film begins, we as the audience are aware that the king of Magadh is furious and has a hunger for conquest. He He wants to conquer the ancient city of Vaishali and wants to wage war on Vaishali despite his mother's stern warnings and her disapproval. He loses the battle against Vaishali, wounded, lost, and on the run from enemy soldiers. The king of Magadh disguises himself as a soldier from Vaishali and takes shelter with a woman named Amrapali. He is immediately smitten by Amrapali's beauty and grace. We as the audience are soon introduced to her as a skilled dancer and as a patriot. She is very loyal to the kingdom of Vaishali. Unaware of his true identity, Amrapali nurses her enemy, being the king of Magadh, back to health. For most of the film, she thinks that he is just a soldier of Vaishali. Ultimately, Amrapali and the king of Magadh fall in love with each other. During the film, Amrapali wins a dance competition and is bestowed with the honor of becoming the royal dancer of the Vaishali court. Leads to some of the most beautiful dance sequences in the film. When she discovers that the soldier that she loves is none other than the enemy, the king of Magadh, she breaks all ties with him. We do see that she is heartbroken at this discovery. As a result, she informs the Vaishali royal court that she would like to leave her position. Everyone finds out that she has fallen in love with the enemy king and she's branded as a traitor. The ruler of Vaishali sentences her to life in a dungeon and orders to kill her on a full moon night. Meanwhile, Ajashatru is enraged when he hears about her sentence. He orders his army to storm the unsuspecting people of Vaishali and burn the city down. At the end of the film, almost everyone in Vaishali lies dead. When he reunites with Amrapali, he finds that she is both disgusted and horrified by the violence and his actions that he has done in her name. The film ends with them both surrendering themselves to the Gautama Buddha. Something that I personally love about this film is that there are certain shots in lambent tones, which is kind of a soft romantic glow, especially when Vyjanthimala is on screen. This really accentuates her features in the film and presents quite a dreamy depiction on screen. Reportedly, the cinematographer of the film, Dwakar Devecha, used 3 sets of lights for Vyjanthimala, one for her face, another for her middle body, and a different set for her whole body. Dances and the costumes of the film are so impactful. The dance director of the film was the legendary Indian classical dance guru Gopi Krishna. It's pretty clear that Vyjanthimala in the lead role as Amrapali was the perfect choice for this film because she is such a talented and skillful classical Indian dancer. Vyjanthimala wrote in her memoir Bonding about her memories while working on the film Amrapali and said that, "My all-time favorite number in this film is that dance sequence. Neel Gagan Ki Chaho Mein, in the court in a flaming orange outfit. It was wonderful. A classical rendition, well-defined, choreographed and executed with ample scope for footwork, mood, expression, good graceful movements, gorgeous costumes and jewelry. It is well accepted that dance music is quite tough to orchestrate since the integration has to be split-second. The dance director Gopi Krishna and I shared a terrific wavelength that got reflected in the picturization, which took considerable time to shoot. It was really in my element playing the court dancer." She also added that, "In hindsight, I can say this film exploited my skills as a classical dancer to the hilt. It was essentially a dancer's role, giving me the opportunity to bring in that touch of classicism minus its rigidity. I worked very hard on those numbers, both for the purists and the commoners alike. Juxtaposition was extremely challenging. Aesthetics was the priority because I always had a mandatory dance sequence in practically every film, evoking my association with classical art." The credited costume designer for this film is the very famous and well-respected Bhanu Athaiya. In 1983, Bhanu Athaiya became the first Indian in history to win an Academy Award after she won an Oscar for her costume design in the 1982 film Gandhi starring Ben Kingsley. She shared the honor with a British designer named John Mollo.
Thank you. Oh, and the winners are John Mallow and Bhanu Athaiya for Gandhi.
It's too good to believe. Thank you, Academy, and thank you, Sir Richard Attenborough, for focusing world attention on India.
Her full name was Bhanumati Anasaib Rajopadhyay. She was born in April 1929 in pre-independent India, passed away at the age of 91 in 2020. She married a lyricist and poet Bhanu Athaiya in the 1950s, according to a 2021 New York Times article. After completing her formal education at 17, Bhanu moved to Bombay, now Mumbai, and stayed with a woman whose mother happened to work at Eve's Weekly, a popular magazine. Her work as a magazine illustrator led to a job at a boutique where she began creating her own designs. That brought her to the attention of India's movie industry. Top stars started approaching me on their own and recommending me to filmmakers, she told the Indian Express in an interview. In a separate interview, she summed up her career. I never had to go knocking on doors. So Bhanu Athaiya went on to design costumes for more than 100 movies over almost 6 decades, including films like Satyam Shivam Sundaram, Chandani, Swades, and Lagan. She reportedly said that she loved her movie career because it allowed her to create designs for both period pictures and contemporary stories, saying that it, being her movie career, has got a timeless life, whereas fashion will come and go. Of course, she is the credited costume designer for Amrapali, and with Amrapali, she really changed costume design in Bollywood forever. As I said earlier in this video, she traveled to the Ajanta Caves in India in order to study the frescoes and find inspiration for the costumes of this film. The painted Ajanta Caves are recognized as one of the great wonders of India. In a 2014 article for the BBC Online, set out that on the walls of a line of 31 caves dug into an amphitheater of solid rock lie the most ancient and beautiful paintings in Buddhist art, the oldest of which date from the 2nd century BC, an otherwise lost golden age of Indian painting. Along with the frescoes of Pompeii, Ajanta represents the greatest picture gallery to survive from the ancient world and the most comprehensive depiction of civilized classical life that we have. In these Ajanta cave paintings, women's figures were not associated with temptation, as they may be in the Western world, but instead with fertility, abundance, and prosperity, as set out in the same article. In this tradition, the sensuous and the sacred are not opposed. They are one, and the sensuous is seen as an integral part of the sacred. The gods were always depicted as superhumanly beautiful, for if the image was not beautiful, then the deities could not be persuaded to inhabit the statue. Inspired costume designer Bhanu Athaiya and influenced the design and construction of the costumes in Amrapali. Bhanu Athaiya reportedly said about the design process in Amrapali, unlike Buddha, of whom there are many statues to take inspiration from, there was no reference for Amrapali. Bhanu Athaiya also gave credit to Vyjanthimala for bringing the Amrapali costume to life. She reportedly said, she, meaning Vyjanthimala, did justice to the costume. She was a beautiful trained dancer and a fine accomplished actress. This is what brought the costume its legendary status. Vyjanthimala set out the following in her memoir regarding the Amrapali costumes and her experience with costume designer Bhanu Athaiya. Since Amrapali was set in the Buddhist era, naturally we had to have a costume designer to choose the right combinations. For hours, I would sit with Bhanu Athaiya and discuss the period costumes, hairstyle, ornaments, and every other minute detail to make it all look just perfect. The way I was made to look. It was meant to be all illusion, so all the costumes were in very thin fabric and skin color. The costume looked somewhat bare, but it was skin fitted, and Bhanu lent that authenticity. Everybody observed that it was very classy, as it truly depicted the era and subject, and Sunil Dutt looked so different playing Ajashatru, wearing those rich costumes. Vyjanthimala continued, while shooting for Amrapali, I was told a Hollywood star wanted to come and watch me on the sets, and I saw a tall, smiling, energetic lady who comes and shakes hands with me. Oh, this is all so beautiful. I love your costume. What gorgeous jewelry. Lovely to see you. I love India. This flurry of excitement came from none other than Shirley MacLaine, the Hollywood biggie. She stayed on to watch one of my shots. She could not stop admiring. These are some of the very famous photographs of that meeting between Vyjanthimala and Shirley MacLaine on the sets of Amrapali, and it's clear from these pictures that the Hollywood actress was indeed admiring the costumes of Amrapali. The Amrapali outfit usually consists of the following: a figure-hugging blouse, a fitted dhoti drape pants, and a dupatta thrown over the head. The dupatta is optional. Amrapali had an amazing collection of costumes for the lead actress Vyjanthimala, and from watching the film, there were 14 looks that made it to the final cut. Let us discuss and analyze them all. So this is the first time that we see Vyjanthimala in this pink outfit. She has a dupatta tied to her hair and to the front of her blouse, and she wears silver costume jewelry. She also wears bindis in this film to match her various outfits. In this instance, she's wearing a pink bindi. In this scene, we are introduced to Amrapali. So start to realize from the very start of the film that Amrapali is very patriotic, even in these fleeting opening scenes. This is the second outfit that she wears. It's a similar style to the first in an orange and white color palette. I loved the jewelry that she wears with this outfit. It's very silver, chunky bangles, a sirbandi, and large Indian earrings with a different bindi style. So it is in the scene that she meets the mysterious soldier for the first time and nurses him to health. Again, her dupatta is positioned on her head and attached to her blouse. Her makeup is pretty consistent. She wears a very exaggerated dramatic eyeliner throughout the film. This is the next outfit that we see her in, and this is the next morning, and she is milking a cow and attending to her daily activities in her home. She wears a print for the first time, and there's a green dupatta kind of added to this outfit. Her hair is also very different here because she appears to have a paranda on, and her earrings also deserve some attention. They are these very large earrings. I like that they added a green dupatta to break up this entire look, which was very unexpected. The next outfit that we see her in is this gorgeous outfit in a song. What is so spectacular about this look are the various jewels as headpieces that she is wearing, which we see quite clearly here. Fifth outfit, and this is one of my all-time favorite outfits in this film, a brown Amrapali style outfit. And this is the same outfit that she wears in this Vyjanthimala dance face-off. In my opinion, one of the most epic dance battles in Bollywood history. In this song, Vyjanthimala through Amrapali showcases her dancing ability to the fullest. The sequence starts when Amrapali calls out the dancers who are performing for not dancing at the correct speed in front of the royal court. I think that her opponents' outfits are also worth noting. It's in these different shades of green. This song has so many interesting aspects to it. I suggest you go and watch it on YouTube if you haven't already. Great songs in this film, but I really love this dance face-off moment. Next outfit that we see is when Amrapali is being celebrated as the official choice for the royal court dancer of Vaishali. He has really pretty flower headpiece in this scene and is wearing a very soft pink look number 7, and it is the ultimate Amrapali outfit. For the longest time, I thought this outfit was a red, when in fact the lead actress Vyjanthimala confirmed in her memoir that it's actually a deep shade of orange. People talk about the film Amrapali, I think they immediately think of this look because it is so memorable and distinct. We now see that as the official court dancer, she has changed her jewelry. Instead of wearing silver jewels as we saw her in before, she now has access to gold jewelry that is of course more opulent and very detailed in many ways, as she now fills this honorable position of being a dancer at the royal court. We also see that the costume designer opted for a little crown or tiara, perhaps to signify her move into the royal court. Also, I love the way they added the dupatta to her head for this scene on the balcony. Such a dramatic addition to the overall look. This outfit was worn during the song Neel Gagan Ki Chaaho Mein, if you want to look up the details of it on YouTube. This next outfit is featured prominently in a particular song in the film, and most of these songs are by Lata Mangeshkar, and I think this is one of the first times in the film that we really see Amrapali with her hair down. She is in her own personal space. She's wearing a flesh-colored outfit with white detailed embroidery across the blouse and at the waist. Also tassel details here, but she's wearing no jewelry. This is a very intimate kind of song. It feels kind of voyeuristic in nature as an audience member. This outfit lends to the overall intimate aesthetic of this song because it's really deceiving and it really looks like a second skin on Vyjanthimala. It's figure hugging, but I think Vyjanthimala's makeup and bindi here is more on focus, and there are many close-ups of her face in the song. Next outfit that we see is outfit number 9. It's It's a flattering green shade for Amrapali. This outfit and this shade of green is one of my personal favorites in the entire film. After her change to a position in the royal court, she is wearing more gold jewels. The back of this outfit is so pretty and detailed as well. There are some pleats that match the front with a gold border. Next outfit that Amrapali wears is this very plush pink outfit, the song with her and Sunil Dutt. And what makes this outfit so special is the pearl detail of all the jewelry of the look. From the bracelets to the headpieces to the necklace to the waistbands, there are even pearl details on the blouse and outfit itself. So even though the shades of these two outfits are different, the pearl details and style of the outfit reminds me of the very famous Amrapali outfit worn by Deepika Padukone in the film Om Shanti Om for the Dhoom Tana song. The next outfit is this orange outfit worn very briefly in a few scenes by Amrapali, and it's actually quite pretty. This is a full-length picture of the outfit. We then move on to the ending of the film where the story is unfolding very quickly, and Amrapali is now in a shade of white, which is something very different from what we have seen her in before. She is being dressed by her attendants, and I think this gold and white combination is so regal. The hair and jewels are quite intricate as well, and the bangles here have a hint of red and the jewels have a hint of red detail. See that the male lead is matching her at this point in this white and gold color palette, and perhaps this is to indicate to us that they were both on the same wavelength regarding their romance, but soon everything changes. We then see Amrapali, after discovering the true identity of her love interest, perform a very emotionally charged song. The next outfit is white, but it is much more demure with pearl details. Amrapali is heartbroken at this stage and she wants to give up her position at the royal court as well. It is in this outfit that she rejects the proposal to leave Vaishali and join the king of Magadh. Her earrings have green detail in them, and there's also a green pom-pom to add to this look. This outfit has a lot of significance because it is also in this outfit where she is branded as a traitor by the court and by the people of Vaishali. I think white was an intentional choice for Amrapali at this stage, white being a color associated with peace, simplicity, and innocence. Amrapali is in fact innocent of all the charges against her, and as the audience, we do feel a sense of sadness for the scenes that are playing out and what is happening to her character. In this scene, she repeatedly says that she has done nothing wrong and she has sacrificed her love for the sake of Vaishali. That is the truth, even though everyone around her is calling her a sinner and a traitor. In this outfit, we see this particular scene, which kind of reminded me of the Game of Thrones scene with Cersei Lannister. The final look for Amrapali is this yellow outfit, and this look is so different from every other Amrapali costume we've seen so far. Her hair is left open and this outfit is just different. There's a shine and sequin detail as she walks through the devastation caused by the king of Magadh in her name, and I think that the sequins were also very intentional because this scene is shot in such a low light. She kind of shines like an otherworldly being among the war and devastation and destruction. Train as she walks until she finally surrenders herself. So like I said before, the Amrapali outfit has become a template for Indian period films. Film historian M. Joshi stated that the Amrapali outfit was, for a time, used to tone down the sensuality of the actresses by replacing the dhoti-style pants with a lungi-like garment that had pleats down the center. According to a 2015 article for DNA India, the writer set out further that this look was to be shaken up like little else with the arrival of cabaret costumes of the late 60s and 70s. The huge following of these songs for visual appeal meant the two-piece bikini collided with the Amrapali outfit. One of the best examples of this is Raj Kapoor's Satyam Shivam Sundaram, where Athaiya again donned the designer's hat. Zeenat Aman's character wears skimpy cholis and ghagras, but there are scenes in which we can see the bikini Amrapali outfit too, says Joshi. So the Amrapali outfit is constantly used as a reference point in Bollywood films. Here are some of the most popular depictions of this style in more recent films. One of the most significant Amrapali-inspired outfits is the 1984 film Utsav. Rekha played the lead role in this film, set in the 5th century AD, and the credited costume designer for this film were Jayu and Nachiket. Costume designer Jayu reportedly said that the The biggest challenge was creating the evolutionary stage of the modern day sari. To me, it was like finding the missing link between the Amrapali outfit and the sari. I remember reading every available description, seeing all possible sculptures and attempting the drapes on myself and all those who were willing to be experimented upon. The next film that is pretty relevant to this is Ashoka. This film, the credited costume designers for Kareena Kapoor were Manish Malhotra and Anu Vardhan, as set out in the book 100 Iconic Bollywood Costumes. In the song San Sanan, she, Kareena Kapoor, wore a bandeau-style blouse teamed with a dhoti-style skirt. There was a sensual feel to everything she wore. It does seem like her outfits are inspired by another film based on ancient India, Amrapali, the 1966 classic that had Vyjanthimala in the lead. It references Amrapali in a way, but it is also very different from Amrapali. Because in Amrapali, Vyjanthimala's character is very graceful, but in Kareena's case, she's very rustic, says the film costume designer Manish Malhotra. This is why the director, Santosh Sivan, asked Manish to use textured fabrics and to incorporate tribal tattoos in the makeup. In Amrapali, the fabrics are very soft, but here the director did not want softness. Also, in a 2015 article for DNA India, it was set out that though Kareena insisted on her regular designer Manish Malhotra, Santosh Sivan told me to give Manish a basic outline for the Amrapali costumes. She says she still finds Kareena's look in the song bewitching. The maroon minimalist outfit is a beautiful contrast with the greenery around. Om Shanti Om is a film that is rich in intertextuality, meaning it's very rich in film references, and the beautiful Amrapali film and outfit reference was included in the Dhoomtana song in the film. And from this, we see that Sunil Dutt from Amrapali of 1966 was included in this montage in the song Dhoomtana. The outfit that Deepika Padukone wore in this particular sequence was an orange Amrapali style outfit with pearl details. I recently did a video where I analyzed this and all of the other retro film references and the film costumes of Om Shanti Om. If you are interested in that video, I will put the link to the video in the description box below. And finally, The Dirty Picture, which is a 2011 film. In this film, Vidya Balan takes on the role of the yesteryear South Indian actress Silk Smitha. Credited costume designer for this film is Niharika Basan Khan, and over 135 outfits were made for this film. In the DNA India article that I referenced previously, the writer set out that the slim yet curvy look that the Amrapali outfit underlines have led to the creation of churidar pajamas being stitched with folds so that it looks draped, a look pulled off with elan by Vidya Balan in The Dirty Picture. You'll remember her outfit was in a rich pink color which had a slight slimming effect, also highlighted body contours as was the demand of the story. In fact, Balan herself had told this writer during the shoot for The Dirty Picture, "I've grown up watching actresses wear Amrapali outfits and rollick in the hills, and here I was getting to do all of that." And that was the video, you guys. I think the Amrapali outfit will forever be here to stay. There will always be new designers who kind of take the outfit and make it their own, but the template will always be there. I hope you guys go and watch Amrapali. It's on Netflix right now. So which Amrapali outfit was your favorite from the list that I gave you, the 14 looks in total? Let me know in the comments below, and I will see you in the next video.